So, I have a confession to make. I don't care much for Trench Crusade. Yep, this is going to be the first and maybe only time I ever talk about Trench Crusade. Um, yeah, and not for lack of trying. Like, I tried for months to get into Trench Crusade. It was around the same time I was really getting more and more into Warhammer Fantasy as well. Excuse me, as well as Age of Sigmar and the Old World. So, Trench Crusade was kind of building more popularity at the time as well. Like, I was kind of seeing it off in the distance, this thing called Trench Crusade. And I was like, what the hell's that? And I did try to get into it. I tried very hard to, like, get into this universe. And I have to be honest, yeah, I just didn't feel it. I just did not care for Trench Crusade in any way, shape, or form. Now, let me preference by saying, if anyone out there of my subscribers or new viewers on here, if you guys like Trench Crusade, that's totally fine. I got no problem with it. I personally could not get into the universe. And it's weird, too, because you'd think it'd be perfect for me, really. And there are, admittedly, aspects of the Trench Crusade universe that I like. And there's some interesting ideas to it, too. And I'm going to go over them. But for the most part, I'm just kind of the mindset of, yeah, it's just not for me. It's just not for me. So, let's actually go over a lot of the things I do find interesting about Trench Crusade first. First off, the concept of it. The concept of it is really cool. This idea that the Crusades never ended. Like it's the 11th century, and the Crusades for Jerusalem never ended. And on top of that, there's demons. Like, basically, some Templars found this ancient parchment or ancient relic, and it opened a door to hell. And now Jerusalem's like the epitome of hell. And the war. We've now fast forward to the year 1914, where World War I should begin. And now we're in a seemingly never-ending stalemate of, the hero, like, Christian knights, fucking the armies of the Muslim armies, as well as, like, heretic legions, which I'm like, there had to have been, like, obviously you can see just a bit of where they got their inspiration from. And I know this is a tabletop minigame as well. But yeah. And it sounds cool. Like it really does sound like a really cool idea that to have this universe. It's a really cool concept to have a world where the Crusades never stopped, and on top of that, you have you also have hell and all that. And admittedly, a lot of the units look really cool. Like, the artwork is really cool. I like the Dantiochs, the giant, like, dreadnoughts looking things that are like walking mausoleums. And I like a lot of, like, using actual demonology for some of the demons, and as well as some of the hell cities. It's really cool. Like, it's very clear the creators of this series knew their shit and knew how to, like, take the idea of mixing World War I kind of technology, as well as, like, mixing it in with the idea that the Crusades never ended. And what would that look like? Like, what if the Crusades happened in World War I? And also there's demons. So they took a lot, and again, artwork's really cool. Like, the artwork really reminds me a lot of, like, Hellraiser and, like, like that kind of, like, uber dark, like the uber dark parts of 40K. So yeah, there are things like, that's really cool. Like, don't get me wrong, that's all really cool. But here's where I kind of, like, fall off with it. It's so oppressively dark. It is so, for me, it's just, it's super oppressively dark, and it just makes me go, okay, this is too much. Like, this is just way too much. And I understand, yeah, this is coming from someone who enjoys 40K, where demon calabras exist, as well as whatever the hell the Drukhari want to do to you. I'm well aware that, like, 40K is no slouch in the grim dark. It's literally called In the Grim Dark Future. So I'm no stranger to, like, grim dark stuff of 40K. But at the same time, there's, like, things I like about it. Like, there's, like, legit heroes in there. There's Gilliman. There's Farsight. There's you know, there's a lot of, like, the whole point of having, like, a grimdark future or grimdark stories is that you have lights of hope in it. That's what I think a lot of people forget, is that just because you have a grimdark story, you can't depend overtly on just grimdark shit. It gets a little, like, it's just, like, oppressive. It just gets oppressively dark. And that was one of my big problems with Trench Crusade, is that it's just so oppressively depressing and overtly dark. And some of the things, like, oh yeah, the giant walk-in mausoleums I told you about, they're, like, filled with people who, like, get stabbed while they're in there, and they're all, like, covered in needles. Then you have you have nuns who, like, injure themselves to bleed everywhere. You have Jesus Christ super clones. That's a thing. You have, like, just all of this stuff that's just, like, you really just wanted to go, like, overtly, just go to, take everything and go to 11. That's what it really felt like, is that it really does feel like there's this whole feeling of just wanting to take the grim darkness and go to 11. And, like, it's so weird. Like, it's so weird to me, because like, there was a part of me that was like, I really wanted to like this. And I even sat down and watched a lot of lore video, because I don't play tabletop. There's a lot of, like, I watched a ton of lore videos talking about the factions and why Trench Crusade is the universe it is, all of that stuff. But by the end of it, I was just like, why should I root for anyone? Like, why should I sit with anyone? The reason why I like, you know, going back to Warhammer, my favorite faction are the Nekrons. And you may be thinking, well, the Nekrons are evil. They kill people. Like, yeah. But the thing is, with the Nekrons, they're kind of like a true neutral kind of like a evil, like a chaotic neutral group. A lot of the Nekrons are not just mindless automatons that wipe people out, although there is a good number of them. But the other end of that spectrum is that you have actual characters that you can get behind, like not just the Silent King, but Emotech, you have Oricon, and especially Trazyn. So there are, that's the thing, is that there are notable characters within the universe that I can get behind. It's the same with, like, other factions within, like, Warhammer 40k and, you know, fantasy, is that there are characters and factions, even if they're evil, there are characters I can get behind and be like, all right, that guy's awesome, or she's awesome, or that character is really cool and you really hate him, and that's a really cool villain. Here, it's just across the board, everyone just kind of feels the same. That's kind of a big thing, is that it all just feels really samey to me. And I know there are, like, hero characters within Trench Crusade, but when characters were brought up, I was like, they all feel the same. That was kind of the outlook. So, yeah, for the life of me, I tried. I really did try. For any Trench Crusade fans out there, I will say this again. I'm not saying Trench Crusade sucks. There's obviously a fan base behind it. I am in no way saying that Trench Crusade sucks, it's a flop, and this and that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying, like, oh, 40k is better than Trench Crusade. No, absolutely not. I'm just saying it's not for me. I tried. I really did try to like Trench Crusade. But at the end of the day, I was just kind of the mindset of, I'm not feeling it. That was at the end of the day how I felt. It's just, I'm not feeling it. So yeah. But you guys tell me in the comments below. You guys tell me in the comments below. What do you guys, if you've heard of Trench Crusade, what do you think of it? And if there are any fans in my subscribers that are fans of Trench Crusade, like I said, I got no problem with it. I got no problem with you. I'm just saying, it's not my thing. It's not my bag. So yeah. You guys tell me in the comments below if you like Trench Crusade or not, and tell me why you like it or dislike it. Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.